the show, I went up first, so Jason was like, "Oh, who wants Alex George to win?" And I hear a very loud roar from the left side of the room, and some dude shouting, go, Alex, Boston's got your back." And it was such an amazing moment. I really enjoyed it. Probably one of my favorite moments in comedy, I would have to say, this year, definitely. But it was pretty cool. Like, it was an amazing night. Hello, welcome back to L Talks. This is an introduction video which will be featured in every episode after this one. But here we go. So, this podcast is Al Talks. My name is Alex George. I am a stand up comedian, and this podcast I created nearly 2 years ago to just basically chronicle my journey into starting stand up. So, but there's other episodes that are nothing to do with stand up. It's just interest that I have. So there'll be it's mainly based on comedy, but it is a general podcast as well. So, um, if you want to support me, I have merchandise. This lovely podcast sticker here, Al Talks. You can buy that. If you would like to buy one, you can go into my social media. Links are all down below in the description on my link tree as well. You have access to everything. I have an Instagram page for the podcast. I have an Instagram page, which is my personal one, but I use that for comedy. So you can check me out there, follow me there. And that is all. Episodes usually come out on Tuesday, but sometimes they may come out at other days during the week. And then on Thursdays, if I am around anywhere doing comedy gigs, I record comedy vlogs. So you can listen to those. They usually come out on Thursdays. And that's that. So yeah, all the links down below, link tree. I have Buy Me a Coffee now if you want to support me as well. Links for that down below as well in the description. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching. And now on to the episode. Sorry about that. Hello, welcome back, listeners, to another episode of the podcast. I am still currently on my holidays. I'm literally just back from Dublin like a couple of hours ago, and straight into recording an episode because no work waits for no one. The hell is that? Anyway, so if you're hearing this, hello. So I'm gonna talk about. It seems to be very loud for some reason. Yeah, but essentially, I'm going to talk about the last couple of gigs I've done, which is quite a lot this week. I've looking over my notebook here with all the gigs I've done this week. Like I've done like 6 gigs this week in the space of like 5 or 6 days. Yeah, so I'll not quickly, but I'll run through how they went. It was definitely an interesting week. So I think I think it was like a week or two ago that I wrote new material. So again, I think I mentioned last week's podcast as well, what I was planning to do. Okay, there we go. That's okay. I thought the mic was off or something, I don't know. But yeah, I think I mentioned what I wanted to do in last week's episode. So for the first 4 gigs that I did, because it was 2 Monday, 2 Tuesday, in the Cheeky Monkey Club, I did new material, circle sessions. I reverted back to an old 5 minute set just to kind of run it through, polish it off, and whatnot. And then the same again in Giggles on Tuesday. Did the new material that I wrote like a couple of weeks ago. And at the N2O, at the open mic day, I ran through the usual old 5 minute set. And then I was watching a couple of shows on Wednesday, and I was in the Halfpenny Foot Box Comedy. I just came along to watch, and one of the guys who runs the club, Jason, was like, "We've had people pull out. Do you want to go up there and do a 5 minute spot for the competition?" I was like, 100%. And I did reverted back to the old set because the new 5 minutes that I have, there's like I need a prop basically for the bit, and I didn't have it with me because I did, like I said, I wasn't expecting to be doing comedy. I was just there to watch. So I go up, and at the end of the show, like there's obviously, because the comedy competition, there's voting by, people cheer for you. And at the show, I went up first, so Jason was like, "Oh, who wants Alex George to win?" And I hear a very loud roar from the left side of the room, and some dude shouting, go, Alex, Boston's got your back." And it was such an amazing moment. I really enjoyed it. Probably one of my favorite moments in comedy, I would have to say, this year, definitely. But it was, yeah, it was pretty cool. Like, it was an amazing night. I actually got to meet a comic who performed at Kill Tony. I think I might have talked about Kill Tony before. It's essentially, Kill Tony is like it's an open mic competition. I won that competition. It's an open mic that was started by a comedian called Tony Hinchcliffe, where he puts like a lot of people sign up, and he just pulls names out of buckets, and then they go up, like they have 1 minute to perform, and afterwards Tony interviews them and whatnot. And he has, like, every week, it's done every Monday. It's currently being held in Joe Rogan's comedy mothership, but before it was held in different places in LA. They even came to Ireland once and did a gig in Whelan's. I know a couple of people that were at it. So yeah, it was a pretty cool night, because I seen the guy go up and perform, and I was like, I recognize your face, because I only recently watched that episode. Actually, that time I was performing that gig in Middleton is when I was watching that episode, and I was like, I recognize you. I was like, because he said he lives in Austin. He's like, so have you done Kill Tony before? He's like, yeah, I have. So that was pretty cool, yeah. And then Thursday, I didn't do any comedy. I just went to the International and watched the show. Very good. Got to meet loads of great comedians. And yeah, that was so. Yeah, Monday and Tuesday were great. The people really enjoyed my new material. Really like performing it down in Giggles as well, because, like I said, Giggles is one of my favorite places to perform at. Really enjoyed that open mic. The host, Bill, is a great comic. And to round off the week, there was an open mic at the Irish Whiskey Museum. Not a huge turnout. There was like, it was like a family. It was like a small family over there, and essentially just the staff and the security guard would listen to me do stand up. But what was cool about that gig, they were like, "Look, do as many minutes as you want." I was like, "Well, I am writing a 45-minute solo show, but I don't think you want to hear that." So I was like, "I do like 15, 20." So I did run through a section of the solo show, because I've never done it in full, like that specific part. So I ran through that entire full segment, and really happy with it, to be honest, because, like I said, I've never done it in the whole segment. It's about like 15 minutes or so. And then that small family that was there, they left, so it's just like the rest of the open mic, for whatever reason, was just kind of chatting to the staff there while still on the microphone. So it's kind of weird. It was like, eventually I just got off the mic and just started chatting to the staff. Other than like, not a big turnout, but I was talking to the staff after the show, and they were saying, they were like, "Look, it's been very difficult to get people in here, because, like, it is an Irish Whiskey Museum. They just host events. Sometimes they have music and stuff, but people are mainly there to go on the whiskey tours and whatnot." But I was, we were talking, and I was just saying to them, like, you just have to promote it all the time on social media. That's the only way people get noticed, these things and stuff like that. But throughout my time off, when I wasn't doing comedy at night, during the day, I was uploading many episodes of this podcast onto Spotify. So it's now on Spotify, but there's if like to each episode that I've uploaded through this thing is called Podcasters, Spotify for Podcasters. I can't search for my podcast on Spotify, but like if I send a link to the episode, it comes up on Spotify on the main platform. I don't know. It's kind of, I think I need to email them and see what the story is, because I'm not really sure how that works. I don't know if they're the host, or I don't know. It's very, but anyway, it's on Spotify in a way, I suppose, in some sort of form. But yeah, I'm very happy with all the gigs I've done this week. Like 6. I've never done that many in the 1 week, which was pretty cool. I think last year when I went on like holidays. I think I did like 4 in like a week or so. Let me just check. 1, 2, 3. Was it 3? Oh yeah, it was 3 in 1 week last year. So that was in July. So definitely way up there, which is nice. I hope this notepad doesn't rip because its pages are a bit weird. I don't know. Don't rip, please. Sorry about that, but yeah. So that's the week of performances. I think I'm gonna pack it up there because I still have more episodes of the podcast to upload on Spotify, and I've been traveling most of the day today. So just like I said, sorry for the late upload, but like I was, very very busy. As you can see, most of the episodes are, well, half of them are up on Spotify at the moment. So I'll try and work through the rest of them between now and the next couple of weeks anyway. Definitely I'd say all of them be up, including the brand new ones and stuff like that. So like this one. But yeah, we're kind of I'm still off work till Tuesday, so Monday night I'll be going back and doing Cheeky Monkey Comedy Club again and Circle Session. So looking forward to doing 2 more gigs, and then there'll be another one in my local town at the end of the month. But next week as well, you will get a Heavy Metal Memories episode at some stage after, because I will be seeing Iron Maiden on the 24th for the very first time. I am very very excited about that. I cannot wait. I've never seen them before, so it's definitely going to be a cracker of a gig. But that is all. As per usual, thanks for watching, thanks for listening, thanks for all support. The links will be down below for everything, and I'll see you next week. Bye.